Hi, today I'm going to share with you how to use the new White Crazy Lace Mix. It comes in many different colors, base colors. Today I've chosen the Purple Haze to use because I really like purple. In this process you'll need your torch holder, adjustable so you can put your flame wherever you want. Of course the torch head. You'll need some water with a little cup so that you can quench your mandrel without getting hurt. You'll need your original, Joe Spencer's original bead pulling station so we can get the beads off, a lamp to hold the heat into the vermiculite, of course your work surface. I've chosen a tile, and also today we'll be using the medium size, large hold copper beads. They're all handmade, and a large mandrel, which you'll notice our mandrels have a little holder, a little bit more grip for your hand. Easier to use, especially if you're making a lot of beads at once. I'll also be using Joe Spencer's liner tool, which helps me get my enamels out and into place. I start by taking the first color, which is your beautiful Purple Haze color. And then the White Crazy Lace, which is a Special Effects Enamel. Now, normally I would be using a mask, but since I'm talking to you today, I won't be able to use a mask, but when I do use enamels, I always wear a mask and work safely. I take Joe Spencer's little liner tool and flatten down my enamel. And I'll do the same with the White Crazy Lace Mix. And this just helps me get a really nice even coat on my bead when I begin to roll it into the mix. I'll open my gas up a little. I like my flame to be about an inch, inch and a half, and about a 3-inch tail. I don't really like using chemicals on my beads, and so I use the Joe Spencer method of quenching the bead in water, and this allows the fingerprints and the fire scale to come off the bead. So you'll want to get the bead nice and hot. You'll know it's ready when it turns orange like it is currently. Simply dip it in the water. Put it back into the flame. Be sure to put your bead in mandrel this way, not this way. You don't want the water to come out and burn you. Our goal now is to get the bead nice and flame orange again. It's starting. Be sure to remember to do your toe, which is the front of your bead, and your heel, which is the back of your bead. You really want to have nice, even heating when you're working with your beads. So now that it's nice and flame orange, I'm going to go ahead and roll it into the Purple Haze color. Put it back in the flame. When you start seeing the bead turn shiny, like it is now, like a lollipop, you know that it's nice and warm. Your gas is at the right temperature for it to stick onto the copper correctly. And again, you're going to work the toe and heel. This gives the enamel a chance to go around the edges of the copper for a beautiful bead. And when it gets flame orange again, you go ahead and roll it a second time. I personally like to do my beads in the first color or my base color, usually 3 to 4 times. Each time I work with beads, obviously your touch can be a little bit different depending on your mood or the weather or time constraints. But usually 3 or 4 coats for this technique works really nicely. Always remember to do your toe and heel. For those of you who say that your beads burn or get black or brown spots on it, means you're firing up here too close. So just back it up a little bit and that should solve that problem for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get it flame orange again. I'm going to go ahead and do one more coat with the purple haze. Getting nice and shiny like a lollipop. That's your goal. Do your toe. Do your heel. Now before we go into the white crazy lace, you want to make sure your entire bead is a beautiful flame orange color. This will help ensure that it'll do a nice even thin coat of the white crazy lace. So I hope that you can see that it's nice and flame orange. I'll go ahead and bring my bead over and do one nice even coat. Come back over here and do my toe. I'll go ahead and do the heel. Now this mix works well with many colors, but the purple haze color is very beautiful. It's one of my favorites, but when it's mixing itself and doing its chemical reaction, the longer you keep it in the flame, the larger the spacing will be on your lace. If you want small, open hole lace, you could stop right about here. I don't know if you can see it in the flame, the change. If you leave it in a little bit longer, it'll spread out, almost like a doily. Be sure to do your toe, and be sure to do your heel. And then you'll notice after I get my bead the way I like it, which I think this is about good, I'll start allowing it to cool a little bit, and I'll pull away from the flame, further and further away, just to let it anneal a little bit. Then I'll bring it over to the bead pulling station when I'm ready. I'm going to do the toe and heel again to make sure it's nice and covered evenly. I'll go ahead and turn my flame off and carefully bring it over to the bead pulling station. I like to pull it off a little bit and then count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and keep rolling your bead as you're counting. That's about 8, 9, 10, and then just go ahead and pull it out. Be sure to put your mandrel in water so you don't accidentally burn yourself. I usually leave my beads in under the lamp for about an hour. Then I let them cool naturally, and then when they're cool to the touch, you can clean them and sand off the edges if needed, and then go ahead and make your beautiful items that you'd like to make. Well, thank you for watching today. Work safe and have fun.